All right, so today is December 30th, 2025. It's the end of December. This entire month, we have been basically redoing all of FlawFinder. And the reason for it is because in November, we built something that was good quality, and it's an incredible search tool. But because it's ChatGPT in the engine, right, what we did not understand was that ChatGPT sometimes will throw in hallucinations. What was that like? Let's say that you had an attorney who was looking for the DUI policies of a certain police department. What we found was that 9 out of 10 times, it would pull the right text from the PDF and it would insert it into the summary and give you citations that you could click out a link to. But one time, and you didn't know which time it was, it would, instead of going to the PDF, search the internet and embellish an answer, even if it was just for one part of the answer. It might say something like, you have to wait 60 minutes. And if that's the case, you have to give food and water to your prisoner. And you would read it and you'd be like, that doesn't make any much sense. And you'd go back into the document and sure enough, ChatGPT randomly pulled this one policy that authoritatively sounded good, but was completely not in the document, or if it was in the document, was twisted in a way that was obviously an error. And so the hallucination risk with having a ChatGPT engine was too great. Why? Because we're dealing with mission critical legal grade answers. Attorneys need to rely on this, and they are not able to question, is this really right? Maybe I need to go back into the PDF and double, triple check it, because then at that point, they're just wasting their time. So the ChatGPT engine would give us 90% roughly accuracy, and that wasn't good enough for our use case. So we had to scrap this and build a new engine. And so the engine we've been building in December, which is one of the reasons we haven't created a video, is because for the last 3 weeks, we've been designing a PDF mapping engine, which basically says we will never contact the internet. All the answers are within this PDF, and we will map every single character, every single letter in the PDF to know exactly what's in each PDF. And when the question comes in from the user, we know exactly what they're looking for because the PDF is formatted a certain way. It's got the section header, right? DUI. It's got the subsection header, right? Policy or stops or procedures. And so it's got it all outlined. And this PDF mapping engine allows you to basically only use a document and know exactly the coordinates of where the answer is that you're looking for. This is a lot more laborious than simply building a ChatGPT wrapper and uploading all your documents. This is actually manipulating each page and assembling it in a database so that you can query it. And this takes a lot of time. But the result is when you build it, you get zero hallucinations, which is what attorneys really want, because ultimately when they search something, they want to be able to like screenshot it, download it, or print it, add it to their case file, and never have to think about the idea that they might have to double, triple check it. Because remember, when they go to present it at court, if it has zero hallucinations, they're in business. But if there's even a 1% risk that there's a hallucination, a good prosecutor on the other side is going to rip it apart. A good judge might find it that they're embellishing or lying, and trying to insert false policies to win the case. That can result in, sanctions against their bar license and possibly even like a suspension. That's not good. So this is what we mean by legal grade accuracy. It has to be 100% of the time. That's why we had to rebuild this. That's what we've been doing in December. What's the current update? We're about 90% done with it. The 10% that we have to do is the 3 fail safes. So we added 3 fail safes to ensure that we would never have a hallucination. It's almost like an airplane, like there's just almost no way that the airplane is gonna have engine issues while it's flying. And even if it does, there's plenty of redundant systems. It's just mission critical, right? So we had to build in these 3 fail safes. We're working on the last one right now. And the developer who we hired out in Spain, he's basically putting the final touches on it. I think we'll get it done by January 2nd. The goal was to have it done January 1st, but with the holidays and everything, people are working a little bit shorter hours. And so we think that we'll have everything ready by January 2nd to put out into beta and finally have attorneys ready to demo, but knowing that they will never get hallucinations. This is the update for December 30th, I'm going to continue working on the LLMs and seeing, what we can get done in the next 48 critical hours, because the goal is to get it done by January, 1st and maybe by the 2nd at the latest, so we can have this thing rolled out by 2026. So that's the update. But I kept it short and sweet just because this is what's been going on, and I got to get back to work. See you on the next one.